Bro, there is no sound to the stream because my headset is not plugged in. Like, come on, bro. You ain't gotta talk, just put your mic in. Daquan, I would smack the shit out you, bro. Oh.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running.
Daquan, bro. Come on, man. You know the real me, man.
This will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
I think I got Matt Stafford.
Down at Stafford.
Yeah, the real you is a great kid, bro. Yo, the bull Daquan card is very funny, bro. Daquan, like, you are literally an outstanding kid in the classroom, outside the classroom, like, bro. Oh, man.
Up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Cardinals.
That's my first punt return of the season. Had just a minute.
And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season.
Oh my God,
but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals, all have those types of thoughts.
Miss Murphy, Conway, Witt.
So far, so good for him.
They've all told me how you are a great kid, bro. Like, you are a tremendous student, like straight A student, graduated high school with a 5.0 GPA. I mean, never missed a homework assignment, always stayed after school to get his work done. Like, come on, bro. I heard about you, brother.
See what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And
come on, not a menace to society at all, brother.
They should have a better opportunity to. The note should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out.
Literally an outstanding kid, brother.
So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play.
Oh shit! Damn, Chubbs got smoked, nigga. 35-0. Oh my god.
Nothing big happened, but then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Not Daquan, like you literally do your own thing with thinking about consequences, brother.
Henderson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some
This
ground.
nigga's crazy. Oh my god, they're getting crazy in the comments on folks.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
She driving my wow, Chris, wow. You driving other niggas' cars now? Fine.
3rd down there, 21 yards the play.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Oh shit. Nigga said the boy does not have a car. Hey yo. Nigga said he does not have a car.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
Wow, literally
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles. So just gets
damn, Chris, you driving rentals, nigga?
And you don't have a running lane that you want to take? Make the right choice. Get rid of it.
Damn, he was about to smoke you
So
on
after the
drive.
incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Nigga said he was shaking behind the wheel, nigga. He was crazy.
Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That's complete to the tight end. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the close fist of the referee.
You look better with your wig on. Put that shit back
Yeah, don't just speculate that. So I chose the area Randolph.
Okay.
Because I'll tell you what's going. You see it Kenny Oil, Pierre, and two of his friends.
Okay.
And that's enough. Like if I if they go in 3-bedroom, feel me?
Yeah.
I'm not accommodating anybody. You know, market. You can go home. You don't go away. Because only people that say me, you, Ari, me and Ari are sharing the room. And then
On 2nd down, here's 4 down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
oh, and Keaton Shonda.
Alright.
Wait, and one of my friends.
Okay.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Thank you, nigga. These niggas playing mad pussy.
Picked off by the linebacker. And they're taking it across midfield to the 46-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
Isaiah, thank you for Bobby Wagner, ma.
About getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled it by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast.
Okay,
Guess what?
bro, I've been sent the trade, bro. I just think, nigga, even though we send it, it might not be there for you, but I did send it. So after you play your game, you gotta accept the trade.
Carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
On play action, it's Murray. He finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And a Cardinal first down.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Yo, ball.
From the gun, it's a run for Cardinal.
What?
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
Bro, I told you I took them off my players. Bro, shut up. Yo. Chill. You see me working magic now.
You just gonna stop the blind 2 times in a row.
That's fine. I'm gonna get the Gafford's in the game right now. Damn.
Look at you, disappointment. All I'm gonna say is, damn.
I'm gonna throw that shit too. Fuck that. Look, nigga fell out the one thinking he was in the end zone.
You gotta score for me. You gotta score for me right here.
He fell down at the...
Pick this idiot. Pick number 7.
Nigga thought he was in the end zone.
Set to begin their next
Niggas looking like Keno here.
At the line. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive.
You heard?
Interception last time out.
Oh yeah.
Alright, bro. Finish this game for your pops.
Fuck you, nigga.
10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over with the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports.
And you have scoring, bro. Scoring for me is easy, bro. I've been playing very light. It's been running the ball. Now I'm gonna have to amp that shit back up. You're about to see how easy it is.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them,
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. He'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
so that's back-to-back drives for the third and interceptions. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this is intercepted. My goodness. Picking it off. A 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
This time Murray to throw it. And he's got his man.
Look at him computer tackling.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. They fake the handoff. Now Murray sliding out of the pocket. And this one's incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Loss of a yard on the play, and it's third down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
Come on, you can't play man versus
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Alvin Kamara. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. There the Cardinals push further out in front. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it. But most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. That have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out in a hurry.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Two runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. He's got his his man. That's Hardman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 9.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be dribbled back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Don't tell me when to get Kamara's hurt.
So far, they've come up empty. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And now he'll tuck it in long. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Alvin Kamara with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere.
Yo, Daquan, where you at, buddy?
They'll turn to Kamara. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, have your fun. All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the goal
come here.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Right, and that's complete. And he gets this only.
Come on, that wasn't pass interference. He's going to be super.
So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this.
I don't know why you keep throwing that route. You're not going to get it.
Fourth time today. Baker with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. You just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Play fake. Murray. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on first down is Murray. It's going to be caught by Kirk for the Cardinals.
Dude, Chris, if you're still watching, this is what Christian Kirk's going to do for you.
In the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
And that's a lead that
making
excites the
plays
team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of sweep kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff.
Let's go, Kenyon.
Big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season. What has changed?
Yeah, I use him, bro. No cap. It's my 3rd receiver. Sometimes, some games he's number 2, some games he's number 1. Feel me? It depends on who I'm playing.
If you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire deep for Ratley. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. It might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Murray.
Damn, bro. Look at Gordon can't get off the ball. Yo, Dave, if you're still watching, bro, why is the men's Josh Gordon so terrible?
Pretty much everything went their way off.
Bro, I got something for that bumper shit. Do it again.
Interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. But a good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. It's complete. He's got him in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Henderson is not hitting like that. Get the fuck
out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, Murray.
Now he's fumbling. Okay.
Talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
Oh, please don't lag out.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
The handoff.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him, man.
Here's another interception. Baker with a pick. You have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He was brought down by
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game.
Yeah, Kamara.
Able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards
Fighting
to
for me.
pick up, and that's a 1st down.
It's a game.
Another catch for him there on this drive,
What's up?
Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield
boy.
any way they can. And that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
You look like a predator. Get off the. Ugh.
A badass bitch.
Oh, yeah.
Ass predator.
He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able
You don't
to
get the
up
fuck
to
out of here.
45. Good coverage
Oh,
downfield
boy.
led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get over.
The tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
My boy said, yeah, bro. I'm angry, bro. Okay.
Sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw again. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
It's a gain of
all defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Buda Baker on the tackle.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it again with Fournette. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Now the extra point try forthcoming. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this carries into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was
say no more.
And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game,
gotta watch that,
time
man.
left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, is the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Steps away to his left. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
To throw on third down, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Back to throw now on first down. The intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Accelerating, and off he goes. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now back onto the field comes the Cardinal offense, and they're going to try for 2. After the turnover, here's Murray. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
The score, Cardinals 44, Rams 20.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Just good defense. It was a combo play, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They try and run on first down, but this one's going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
Brand, that's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Again, it's Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're...
Money hasn't left loose. And now the Rams have got it. And they have the football and will settle shop at the 33-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Now, we had the fumble last week. Now, here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
LA Rams. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep them clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. It is incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done as you noted, and they did.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll run with Fournette. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Murphy on the tackle. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2. Today's final score, Cardinals.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Arizona, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they will fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.